Tell me when you're ready. Oh. Have no fear, the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Welcome to the Iron Dome of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. The name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Rage. We're now rocking with the very, very best. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct from Los Angeles, California. Boom. And as you could see, it ain't just me today. No. I'm with the young shooter.
Yes, sir.
They call him Deuce Collins.
Yes, they do. Some people do.
Does anyone else call you Deuce Collins?
No,
besides me?
just you. So I guess not some people, just you call me that. But that's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite nickname, but I'm grateful to have a nickname in general. Just being able to have a nickname is like, that's cool.
Deuce Collins, Deuce Pacino, Deuce Cuddles.
Why? What is the Deuce thing? I know we talked about it.
I don't
It's
even
like
remember. Dean, Deuce.
Deuce.
Dean, I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Feeling real good. Feeling real safe. Feeling really, really sane. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
You look great. I noticed you got the Jordans on again, which is really cool. I know.
I love this particular pair.
I know you do. I mean, it looks like you love it because it looks like you've been wearing those for the past 40 years. I mean, they look like they've been thrown around in the mud, in some garbage cans. Is that the look you're going for, or is it?
That's the look I'm going. Yeah, that's the look I'm going for. And these, I haven't had them that long, and that's the look.
Okay.
And now everybody's doing the distressed look. Now Nike is actually selling Jordans that come distressed. I had my my guy, he does them, and I love the way they look.
Cool.
I love the way they feel. But big announcement.
What?
I'm getting out of the sneaker game.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, are you officially, why are you getting out of the sneaker game?
I am getting out of the sneaker game for two reasons. Thanks for asking. I'm getting out of the sneaker game, number one, because how many sneakers does one man need, especially when you're not on a team? I'm not on a team. I don't play a team sport. I don't, as much as I, quote unquote, work out, I don't work out that much that I should own that many sneakers. Number two, space.
Mm-hmm.
You run out of space, right?
When you need a bigger closet than your wife does, that's probably like when it's time to hang up the hat. Because like, how many sneakers do you need? And I don't think it's really about being on a team or being like on a basketball team or it's too much space in the closet. I think it's more about being, 53 and saying, how many sneakers do I really need?
That's what I just said.
No, but you didn't say like, you didn't have anything to do with age.
You didn't let me get to it because you jumped down my,
Sorry. We'll get to the point. Why don't you?
Which point?
Get to the point about, maybe at 53, we stop collecting 16-year-old shoes. Hang up the hat, maybe start getting into the Larry David, the New Balance
I started
game.
with the New Balance. Now everybody's rocking the New Balance. Now New Balances are hip.
Yeah.
I've been telling them since the 90s. I was like, yo, you got to come up with new, you got to do.
That's true. I've gone with you to a couple New Balance stores.
Stores, like events.
15 years ago.
Now it's like, I can't get these people on the phone.
Right.
The New Balance people. Now, it's like Kendall Jenner and like Childish Gambino.
They're not answering your calls.
No, and like Jack Harlow.
Right. Because it's a young man's game.
But
That's the point.
the older Jewish man kept them afloat for years. Me, Larry David,
right.
Seinfeld, Woody Allen, all the Jews around. This is what we wear because that New Balance shoe on particularly the Jewish man's feet. We're talking about that classic gray. This is like it's like one in the same. Those shoes are the perfect shoe for the flat-footed, limp-footed Jewish man. And now it's like I can't get these guys
we're gonna find you a new brand. It's like Air. It's like where are we going? Are we going to Converse? Are we going to Adidas? Like it's time to figure out the next move for you. And I think Nike. It's in the, let's leave it in the past. Let's hang up the hat.
I'm not leaving it in the past, and the sneakers that I have, I'm gonna wear.
Okay, I don't think you should wear those particularly.
These
but
are
if that's what makes you happy, then I want you to wear what makes you happy. It's not about what everyone else thinks. It's like a lot of people will probably look at those and go, those don't look great, but it's what's inside that counts. And if that's what makes you happy and gets you through the day, I say rock them.
You know what? I didn't even.
What?
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 No, nothing.
What?
I think
Okay, I'm here in Los Angeles.
It's here. It is hot out here.
It is really hot in Los Angeles. It is very, very hot in Los Angeles. I will tell you this though, the humidity in New York City is different than there's just the West Coast desert heat of Los Angeles. If I had to choose one, I've said this before, I'll take California heat over New York heat.
100%. I can't do humidity. That's why I can't go to Florida. I hate that. But I've been laying out by the pool every day.
For what?
While it's been sunny because I'm so white. Look at me. I look translucent on camera and I'm avoiding white shirts because that's just it looks like a ghost is here. You don't see me.
I don't layer. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been laying by the pool and somehow I'm getting whiter. I don't understand that.
When you say you're laying by the pool, you're laying by the pool to get a tan?
I'm trying.
For what?
To get a tan. That's what you lay out and you're like, oh, I got a nice base and now I'm getting the tan the next day.
But for what though? What
just so
if you did get the tan, which you're always talking about it seems like every time we do a podcast during the summer, there's tanning stuff from you. But if you got the tan, you would feel like
oh man, I think it would just change the whole vibe for me. I think I'd be acting different. I think you would look at me different. I think you'd be like, oh, who is that?
But are you not able to tan?
No, I can't. It's that British blood. I got British blood. I'm proud to be British and I have dual citizenship, but this is like you plop me out in London and it's I fit in. I'm home.
Since you have dual citizenship,
yeah.
Are you upset because apparently Meghan and Harry Ballgame are upset? Meghan and Harry Ballgame are both upset that they didn't get an Emmy nomination for their documentary. Allegedly, they're upset. They thought that because a lot of people watched that train wreck of a documentary about the two of them.
Yeah.
They should have gotten an Emmy nomination. Are you also upset that they didn't get an Emmy nomination?
No, I to be honest with you, I forgot that documentary was even on Netflix. I didn't watch it. I have no interest in watching it. I could care less about Harry and Meghan or who's the other brother? Charlie and
Charlie Ballgame, Harry Ballgame, and then Prince Harry.
They don't need an Emmy nomination. Okay, they got everything.
You don't need an Emmy nomination. You ain't getting an Emmy nomination. I'm sick and tired of hearing about you people. I don't know if it's fake news, real news. Fix it. You're not interesting whatsoever. Harry Ballgame, Charlie Ballgame, Prince Charles, Prince Harry. What's the dad's name? Frank, Jeff, Jimbo,
King Richard. I have no idea.
King Lear, King Richard.
I did like it when who's the guy that was in Vegas naked in the hotel room?
Harry.
Okay. That was the most interesting thing that came out.
Prince Andrew?
Who? I don't.
You're British.
I don't
just said
fucking
I'm
know.
British, a dual citizenship.
I could care less. I've been to Buckingham Palace.
That's
cool. Yeah, I haven't been inside of Buckingham Palace. I've been outside all the.
But you don't have a hookup?
No, I wish. That'd be cool.
Well, nonetheless, they're upset because they didn't get an Emmy nomination. And I was going to go on an Emmy nomination rant, but that would be sort of promoting. And the actors are officially on strike. As I predicted we would be, the actors are officially on strike and the picketing has started. And let me tell you something. I was out there bright and early in the LA heat this morning, and it's hot, it's rambunctious, it's loud because, LA's a driving city. People are honking. People are on those bullhorns. There was a DJ out there. People are talking, and this is what it is. But the reason why I brought up the striking is because, and the promotion is because one of the big things about striking and being on strike is actors cannot promote any material. You cannot promote any films, any TV show. You can't mention them. You can't post things about social media. All film festivals, the Venice Film Festival, shut down. There was some film festival that my man Matthew Modine was in Ireland.
Oppenheimer, probably.
It's all shut down.
Everyone left the Oppenheimer premiere.
It's
Chris
all
Nolan.
shut down. You can't post, my movie's opening, my TV show is opening. You can't post any of that because that's part of striking. And it sucks for some people because, people work hard and you want to support the project, but this is where we're at. This is where we're at. And, so as far as me not getting an Emmy nomination for an unknown piece of material, I was going to do a rant about it, and it's not the piece of material. It's just how many times are they going to fuck me over, man?
I mean, they keep fucking you and fucking you. I mean, they fuck you every year, and at some point, you got to just be like, I'm that guy. I'm getting fucked every year, and maybe it's like it's not. Maybe it's
what
like
are you talking
it's not
about?
Going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
Like I just don't think the Emmys. Maybe it's just not for you. Maybe the Emmys is not for you. Maybe we think bigger. It's the Oscars, and one day we'll get to the Oscars. I mean, you haven't been there ever. You haven't been in the audience.
No.
You haven't even been a seat filler at the Oscars. They don't even want you to do that.
No, I haven't, motherfucker.
But I think that's the goal. Let's strive for something greater. And
but why you fucking me? They're
I'm just saying it's every year. I mean, because you want to know
we got fucked on Louis.
That's what I mean. And I was your campaign manager. I was holding,
and you did a shit job on that.
Dude, I was handing out
You did a shit job on getting me. I shouldn't have just got the nomination. I should have won the Emmy for that. Season 5, Episode 1, Louis C.K. show. The work speaks for itself.
That's what I like about you.
I don't give a fuck.
I like that about you because
I take it like a rapper's mentality.
Yeah.
Like rappers are like, yo, I treat my work as an actor. Not that I think that I'm better than anybody else, and I don't even know who won that award.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, when you get to a certain point with some actors, like being nominated, they get nominated all the time, and they're like, I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to do either a show or a movie, and it just be like, because once you're in, you just
then you're in.
I'm never going to be like, I forgot. The trophies are going to be polished.
Yeah.
The trophies are going to be out. Every speech is going to be another shit-talking extravaganza. It's not going to be, I can't believe. No, I won this motherfucker. And no disrespect to anybody else who was nominated. Yo, you guys were dope, but tonight's my fucking night. Tonight was keep it funky out there.
Yeah, you're not the guy that's like, I'm just so glad to be nominated. I don't care if I win. You're like, I'm coming in to fucking win. I'm coming in to fuck shit up.
It's a contest.
Right. And because, I mean, you are a modest guy. That's the thing. You are a humble, modest guy, how I know you in real life. But I think that when it comes to the Emmys, that's what I like about you. I can't think of any actor that's out there that's like, oh, no, I deserved that shit. I should have got an Emmy nomination for my performance. My performance was great. And that's what I appreciate about you. You keep it real. And I think people connect with that. I just don't think it's in the cards for you right now. And you had
me
on
strike.
Right.
That's why.
And that makes sense. But you're
saying it like there's some sort of, it's not in the cards for you right now because it's something about me.
No, it's something about.
Because you keep saying you get fucked. It's not in the cards for you. I don't know where you're going.
Well, it's just you get me so hyped on it, and I believe in you so much, and I think you're gonna win. And you had me handing out fucking buttons and patches.
You did a shit job.
I was standing outside of the fucking corners of Starbucks in LA. I mean, what more can I do? It's like the people. And the people spoke.
And you didn't get me nominated for the unmentionable show right now.
Can't say that, right? So anyway,
but one of the things with striking is that, so like, yeah, the cast of Oppenheimer, the strike happened during the premiere of that. But if you have a new show coming out, a new movie coming out, a new anything coming out, you're not supposed to mention it. And I'm going to tell you, to all my big time, big boy TV stars, my big boy movie stars, the real big dick swinging movie stars, we're going to need you to not just get out there on the front lines and strike. In my opinion, a big piece of leverage to all my big comics that have done big things at Netflix, that have done big things on the streaming companies, that have spent time with these CEOs who know them personally, they're going to help get this strike done. Because they don't give a fuck about like Joe Schmo.
Why is that?
Because they just don't give a fuck
It's
about
their
Joe
industry.
Schmo.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's
No,
like,
no. The
Oh,
actors,
but you're saying that the
the CEOs.
yeah.
But I feel like the big names, the monster names of comedy, the monster names of film and television. I feel like they think like, well, I can't do anything about it. George Clooney, you can align with Denzel, you can align with Leonardo, Brad Pitt, with the big fucking names, and you can have a little symposium, a little weekend conference with all these CEOs and explain to them what's going on from your point of view, because every actor, I don't care who it is, had a time when they weren't popping. And every actor, even if it's minuscule now, they still have that insecurity in them. And they need to articulate that on behalf of all the SAG members to help get this shit fixed. Because, one of the things that they're talking about, like, this AI shit.
Yeah, can you break, like, for people who aren't in the entertainment industry and shit, and like, why are the actors striking? What's going on exactly?
It's money. It's AI. It's one of the things that they're talking about now is like background actors.
I heard about
extras.
This.
Okay. The companies, the streaming companies, the production companies, they're talking about taking computer graphs, digital graphs of background actors,
like their faces, and all that
paying them
stuff.
once and then using it in perpetuity.
Yeah.
For the rest of their life. So they no longer have to pay for background actors. They no longer have to pay for extras. And those people whose likeness they used at one time, they won't get paid again also. That's
crazy. I heard that for like non-union background too. It's like, it's all
dope.
just,
that's not
it's
cool.
terrible. It's really fucked up.
And this AI thing is real, but immediately it's about the money, and it sucks. It's not fun striking in the fucking 90-degree heat, walking around in circles. Like I said, it's chaotic, it's loud. It's fun for about the first 10, 15 minutes, and then it's like, yo, you're out there, and no one wants to be doing it. But it is what it is. And to quote Jack Nicholson and Hoffa, we got to do what we got to do to get the union back. You fuck. He didn't say you fuck. I added that on. He just said, I'm going to do what I got to do to get the union back. My version of it was, we got to do what we got to do to get the union back. You fuck.
I like that. I've never seen Hoffa, but I like that.
What?
It sounds like a good movie. We got to do what we got to do to get the union back. You fuck. That's a good line. It's probably better than the original line.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've never seen the movie, so.
No, not going to say that.
Okay.
Nonetheless, I didn't say to wear.
Well, what?
Two shot. I didn't say to wear green, black, and a cap.
No, you didn't. We just showed up like this, and I got like that nice kind of army green. You got that vomit green.
Not vomit green.
What would you categorize that color as?
I think it's green. This
well,
is
you're
green,
colorblind also.
So is this not green?
It's like one of the shittier greens that I've seen personally. It's not a green where you're looking at all sorts of greens at a store. You're not like, that's the green I'm getting, guys. Maybe that's the one that you got, but I got that nice Zara. I'm kind of like in this linen thing going on right now. It's like a very summery thing. I got the Nikes and you see the high socks too.
I was wearing black ones on.
Well, it just doesn't. I think if you got the white ones, it would look really nice.
Nah, I don't wear white socks anymore. I never wear white
That's what I thought, but here I am.
Right.
Here I am.
Here you are wearing white socks.
Right.
And nobody's saying, oh, yo, nice socks.
Well, not that you know of, but
I'm in LA.
Yeah, why are you in LA? Because it's like we're here, and this is great. It's awesome doing a podcast in person. It's like it's electric. It is different. I always say that it's different than doing it over Zoom. Like
right,
I don't like doing
Zoom.
I don't like doing it over Zoom. And
well,
I feel
you're
like
gonna do it.
Of course, I'm going to do it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying I love to do it in person. I do miss you living out in LA, so we could be at the Gloom Tomb and doing this in person. But why are you in LA? Because it's like I'm here, and
it's
it
none
seems
of your
like,
business.
What do you mean it's none of my business?
It ain't none of your business.
I think a lot of the people who are listening want to know why you're
a lot
out
of
in Los
people have
Angeles.
said, what are you doing in LA?
And what do you say?
Well, then I talk to them differently. But you say to me, "What are you doing in LA?" I say, "It's none of your fucking business."
Well, then don't expect me to pick you up at your little hotel and you're like, oh, I'm by the pool. I'm laying out by the pool. And you want me to fucking pick you up for lunch and drive you around. Like, I'm not going to do that unless I know why you're here.
You don't need to know. You're on a need to know basis. This trip, let's just say this. It's top secret.
Okay. But did you sign an NDA while you were out here?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Really?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. So when I say to you, need to know,
I need to know. So that's the point. Is I'd like to know,
and
now.
I don't need to tell you.
Okay.
So I'm here, for an undisclosed amount of time, doing an undisclosed, stuff.
That sounds so suspicious and strange and it makes me uncomfortable.
I'm here.
Okay, and here's a better question. And when are you leaving? When are you going home? When are you getting out of LA? When are you going home? Is that like on a need to know basis as well? Because I need to know when you're getting the fuck out of here.
Well, I will be in Kansas City this weekend. I will be in Kansas City Friday and Saturday, the 21st, 22nd at the Improv in Kansas. I am performing 4 shows, 2 nights. 4 shows, 2 nights. Kansas City, here I come. Riggedy, right back where I started from. I don't know if these Super Bowl champs are out there, my homeboy, Travis Kelce, and so forth and so on. But if you want to come to a show, let me know. I got you guys. You ain't got to pay. But as far as when I'm leaving, what I'm doing, I'm here, homie.
Okay.
I'm here, homie. I might go from Kansas City back to New York. I might not go from Kansas City back to New York. Let's just move on. You don't need
I'm
to
happy
know.
to move on, but just don't call me at midnight asking if we can go get some ice cream and some chocolate cookies. And you're like, talk me down from the ledge, bro. I really need a chocolate chip cookie. I don't need you calling me. I got do not disturb on at 10 o'clock.
And you know what I do? I hit that button.
Notify anyway. And I taught you about that notify anyway. And I should have never fucking taught you about that notify anyway.
Explain that to the people.
It's like when you put your phone on do not disturb, it's automatic for me. I put my phone on do not disturb at 10 p.m. every night. It's like office is closed. We're done for the day. I don't want to, especially don't want to hear from you. And when someone's on do not disturb, you could send a text, and at the bottom it says "notify anyway."
Yeah,
which is so fucked to me.
Thanks for showing me that.
It bypasses the do not disturb thing.
It's like a backdoor.
And when you hit and when you hit notify anyway, let it out. When you hit notify anyway, the text bubble enlarges, like it gets big. Like we're really notifying this motherfucker on the other end, and it comes through and. It's a lot of regret.
Love doing that.
I hate it.
I love doing that to you. And are you doing any other work?
What do you mean?
You're working while you're here.
Yes. It's been a very busy month. I've been doing a lot of freelance videography, directing, editing jobs.
Okay.
I got a big project tomorrow morning around 7 a.m.
Oh, cool.
So I need you not to call me. Well, first of all, I need you not, because I have to go to sleep early because it's a big job, but I have to go to sleep and I need you not to call me tonight asking me out about fucking ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. I don't want to hear about any of that. But especially in the morning, I'm going to be doing this from about 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I don't want any phone calls coming through because I'm going to be using my phone on the job. So I will be on Do Not Disturb, but don't you dare hit notify anyway while I'm on the job.
If you think I'm abiding that, now I'm going to 100.
No, you're not, because then we put you on something called the block list.
What's that?
It's like very few people on the block list.
You block people?
I block all the spam calls.
If you block me,
you want to get blocked? I could put you on that list. I could unblock you at any time, but you don't want to piss me off to get to the block list.
Dean, I'm going to tell you right now. If you block me on your phone because I try to backdoor past the do not disturb, if you block me, I'm telling you right now, I know where you live. I'll come to your fucking house.
No, you're not doing any of that. And I have to block you because like, how else are you going to learn your fucking lesson? Not to contact me.
Don't block me.
Okay, then don't interrupt anything tomorrow. We won't have any issues.
I don't need to
respectfully.
I don't need to spell out my history.
Right.
Okay.
Google Michael Rapaport. His history's all online. He likes knocking on windows. I know you like knocking on windows,
and I know where your window is.
And it's a lot. It's not a big knock, right?
It's just like this.
Hey.
Is this? Yeah, it's a
like,
hey.
Hey,
A little heavier, a little heavier. It's not so much, it's not like a bird tapping. It's more like,
Don't fucking knock on my window.
if you block me, I'm telling you, I'll do some shit where I like ring the other buzzers
You're not going
in
to
your
do that.
apartment, and I'll be like, Uber Eats.
Then we're gonna update.
And then
you.
I come to your door and I start kicking the fucking
Okay,
door like
that's when
Biggie
we call the
Smalls.
police, and that's when we start updating the Wikipedia page for you. And so you don't want any of that.
What else is going on? I said we were going to have a new segment once a week. And let's just get right into the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast Jewish Person of the Week. This is a soon-to-be award-winning segment where we break down and celebrate short, quickly, but with love and respect. Great Jews of all time. And of course, last week we did Eli Wiesel. Needs no introduction. You should read that book, Night.
Night that's a heavy read, but why are you looking at me?
No,
like that?
go ahead.
No, it's an amazing book. I mean, I've read it when I was in middle school. But I think everybody should read that.
It's a very, very good book.
Very heavy.
It's like 103 pages.
He came to my school too. I didn't get to meet him, but he did come to my school at Chapman because he passed away, right?
Yeah. Why weren't you there?
I was at the film school. He probably didn't want anything to do with the film school. It was like smart people at like regular campus.
And you didn't go see him?
I wasn't able to get a ticket. It was like a hard event to get into.
Were you throwing one of your? Weren't you?
No,
like
I wasn't throwing one of my. I was in college. Yeah,
When you were in college, like I remember distinctly. How many years ago were you in college? Like 15 years ago.
10
years ago.
9.
No, more than
It
that.
wasn't 15. I graduated
When
in
you first got into college. How old were you?
2010. I was 20.
Okay. The point is that when you were in college, you were like, yeah, I'm throwing parties. I'm like, and you never invited me to one of those parties.
No.
Which?
No, we kept that really separate.
You never said, yo, Rap, come down here, see my place.
I probably invited you once.
Because I was like, you can invite me to one of the parties. And like, I think you thought like, I'm inviting like my dad.
Right.
However, when we were doing the now canceled, now defunct, but possibly a
reboot?
Rebooted.
Maybe there's a reboot. They're rebooting everything. We've already kind of made the show. We've already kind of rebooted it ourselves.
We've taken the show to another level.
Yeah.
But when we were doing the show, The War at Home, 2 seasons,
Yep.
which you get the DVDs for. I don't even think it streams.
No, it doesn't. It was for a minute,
show.
but
what a show.
Good time.
What a good time. I mean, what a good
Great
time we had. We had fun.
There'll be a reboot. We had a great time.
Right. Like, I wonder is there like a life for a reboot of a show? But everyone who watched the show loves the show.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I would have after parties, and I invited you. But when
Yeah.
you became big time party thrower down in Orange County at Chapman, you never were like, "Yo, Rap, come down to one of my parties."
I don't think
Meet
that's true.
my friends.
That's not true. I think that would have been cool. I mean, there wasn't anybody your age at those parties.
No shit.
And I don't think that had to do with it. Maybe it did. I don't remember, but it would have been cool. Hey, it would have been cool.
It would have been.
It would have been cool.
Anyway.
Can't do anything about it now, but
I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Jewish Person of the Week. Listen, guys, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time, but I'm just going to go by your requests. This is by the fans, for the fans, but I'm not going to do that every single week. I'm Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Jewish Person of the Week. This is a slow pitch right down the middle. Slow pitch right down the middle. When you think of one of the great Jews of comedy, I mean, Mountaintop.
yeah.
If you were going to do the, what is it called? Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good.
Of men, Jewish men in comedy, who would be on that Mount Rushmore?
Oh, man, that's really difficult.
That's tough.
I mean, 100% Larry David. But I've heard you already did your Jewish Person of the Week, right? You've done it once.
Eli Wiesel.
You did Eli Wiesel. You did Jesus.
Well,
Did
Jesus,
you say Jesus? Because
well, I didn't do him as a Jewish person of the week. I just said that Jesus
you
Christ.
were saying who were the right.
Well, because Jesus Christ is,
Right.
Love him
Right.
or not, he's a Jew.
I mean,
Jesus Christ is a very significant Jew.
very significant.
Controversial Jew.
100%.
Beloved Jew.
I would say so.
But nonetheless, a Jew.
I think that's true. It is true, right?
And for the people who worship, and I say this with all due respect because I don't make fun of people's religions.
No.
For the people that worship, love, and have so much reverence for Jesus Christ, who also dislike the Jews.
Did he? Oh, you're
what?
saying the people dislike.
people.
Okay, because I was like, Jesus didn't dislike the Jews.
No,
did he?
Jesus was a Jew.
He was cool. Yeah,
He's a great. I mean,
he's walking the Holy Land in Jerusalem.
he's a fantastic Jew.
I mean, I agree with you. I didn't know him. I mean,
Never met him myself.
right?
Heard great things.
Yeah.
Heard fantastic things about him. But when you get to
Yes.
people that are anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic,
Yeah,
and they'll have crosses,
they seem to forget that.
they seem to forget that he's probably our. Listen,
He's on Mount Rushmore. You're asking about Mount Rushmore.
why did Mount Rushmore comedic Jews?
Okay. Well, he could have been. I mean, he might have been a funny guy. We don't know.
He was
weren't-
great with his hands.
That's true too.
Carpenter.
Right.
He would be doing, what's that? It's not Postmates. There's an app. It's like if
TaskRabbit. He'd be. Go ahead, man.
yo.
Go ahead. Come on, guys. Don't get me down this road. I had a bunch of shelves. I'm in a new apartment. I could think of so many things I needed on TaskRabbit. I hired so many different people.
And none of them would be as good as Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ showed up at your house as a TaskRabbit guy, he's gonna
God, he'd get it done.
quick. Because I used TaskRabbit a few times, and these people are like, "Oh, I don't have a drill." I'm like, "I have one, but like, am I supposed to like lend you my hammer?"
Oh man, I'm crying.
But
Oh,
essentially, if Jesus Christ is walking
Yes.
among us,
yeah,
most likely
he's great.
he's working for TaskRabbit.
100%. Well, hopefully he'd be like
how old was
the most reviewed.
How old was he? Oh, he'd be a great leader.
Oh, he'd be like on the top of it.
We should
hard.
check TaskRabbit and find out who's the #1 reviewed TaskRabbit.
That's interesting. Get
And then-
him on the podcast.
But then look into it because that might be Jesus Christ himself.
That's true. Reincarnated.
Is Jesus Christ? Did he?
I don't know why you're
away?
asking.
Did he pass
Don't want to ask
away?
me about these things. I don't want. This is on
I'm gonna
cameras and YouTube, and
two-shot. Jesus Christ.
you could take a poll.
Did Jesus Christ pass away or get
Yes, he was crucified.
at 27?
I don't know the age, to be honest.
Denisha,
Shit.
please leave
Yeah.
a message. Please leave a comment. We're looking to
Yes.
to find out
Yes.
the most revered
Don't-
Jew of all time.
30.
Jesus Christ was
Wow.
done away with,
Crucified, right?
crucified,
Anyway,
killed. That means killed,
I'm just gonna like you.
sacrificed. Listen, we're all in
We
this
don't
together.
fact check here either. 33. My
33.
age. My age. That's my age.
Right. And Jesus had done so much at 33.
God, making me feel like a piece of shit.
Jesus did so much.
O-
But he's-
obviously.
the thing you have in common with Jesus Christ
Is what? That we're both
you're both 33, both Jewish.
right.
Don't
I
forget
think I
that.
had a lot in common. That's pretty cool. But the Mount Rushmore,
Of Jewish comedians.
I mean,
There's
just
so
the
many-
two that come to mind right now that are just like you're asking me right now. I would put Larry David and I would say Adam Sandler has to be up there for me. I mean, the Hanukkah song. I mean, there's so many.
It doesn't matter about I mean,
It's just-
Adam Sandler's a
Adam
beast.
Sandler is just
But then you go Mel Brooks,
Mel Brooks.
Woody Allen.
We don't want to maybe put him up there anymore.
You could not want to put him up
He's
there.
not
but
on my Mount Rushmore. I'll tell you that.
Right now.
Woody's not on my Mount Rushmore.
right now.
He never was on my Mount
Okay.
Rushmore.
He wasn't.
He wasn't ever on mine.
So you're not just
personally.
going with the.
I'm not going. No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I saw the documentary. I don't fucking know what's what, but some disturbing shit there. Okay. I don't know about him
Okay.
and Sunyi.
Okay. Okay. So what other Jewish?
But those.
I'm not trying to go down a rabbit
How many
hole.
people are on Mount Rushmore? Four.
Four. You don't know?
Of course.
And then
you,
you're talking
why don't
about
you tell us who's on Mount Rushmore?
no
No.
Lincoln, Washington.
Who else?
Thomas Edison? Is he a president?
No, Thomas Edison wasn't a president.
Was Thomas Edison a president?
No. Right? No.
Don't you
No,
take
I'm not.
that phone
I'm not.
out
I
and
just think
fact
Thomas
check.
Edison wasn't a president.
It's Lincoln, Washington, Thomas Edison,
Jefferson?
Thomas Jefferson, and Thomas Edison. I think
No.
there's like
there
Tom
weren't
Tom.
two Thomases. No, it was. It's not like Tom. There weren't two Thomases on Mount Rushmore.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty positive.
Thomas Edison did what?
Benjamin Franklin, maybe?
Was he a president?
Yeah.
Franklin's.
No, not Franklin's. Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin
Wore
Franklin.
the bifocals and everything.
That's Thomas Edison. He wore the glasses.
I don't know, but it does.
Thomas Edison discovered electricity.
Yeah, wasn't a president.
I know that.
Okay, it doesn't sound like you know that. I don't fucking know.
So who's on Mount Rushmore?
Well,
if you take that phone out, I'm going to beat
I just
your
have to
ass.
look at my.
No, you don't
I have
have
to
to
see
look
what
at
time
shit.
it is right now because
you don't have
I
to
have
look at
something at
shit.
5:30.
Dean, who's on Mount Rushmore?
1 second
You
before
mean
I
to
just
tell
have to
me
send
you
a
can't
text.
tell me without looking on your phone who's on Mount Rushmore?
No, everyone
Put that
knows.
fucking phone away.
Everyone knows who's on Mount
Right.
Rushmore.
Thomas Edison, Thomas Jefferson, Abe Lincoln, and George Washington.
Yeah.
One somebody else.
Fuck. Who is on Mount Rushmore?
Roosevelt. Who?
We're just gonna. Oh, of course, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
Theodore Roosevelt. They call him
Right.
Theo.
Right.
They call him Theo.
Well, who's on your? Because I got two right now, but I'm trying to think of some other Jewish. I mean, would you put yourself
As a-
on
No.
Mount Rushmore?
No, not as a Jewish comedians. These are beasts.
Okay.
I mean, listen. I mean, Adam Sandler's a
Yeah, he's
Monster.
got to be on there. Has to be.
I mean, but there's so many.
I'm trying to think of.
You know who I was watching on TV the other
Who?
day? They showed a full clip on TikTok. They had David Letterman with Don Rickles.
Oh yeah, he was great.
And it was Don Rickles, and for some reason they kept Denzel out. Denzel was out there. So because normally it would be one guest.
Yeah.
And Don Rickles,
Yeah, he was fucking great.
funny as shit.
Was he Jewish? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield wasn't Jewish, right?
Yes, Rodney Dangerfield was Jewish. Can you please check that, Denisha? Rodney
Rodney
Dangerfield
Dangerfield?
had to be Jewish because Rodney Dangerfield's real name wasn't Dangerfield.
What a
It's
great
like-
name.
It's like
Yeah.
Schlitzberg or something
Yeah.
like that. It's like Dangerfield, Rodney Dangerfield. That's a funny
Yeah.
person.
There's a lot of people. I'm gonna have to come back to that.
But you said it first.
Yeah.
Larry David, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Jew of the Week, Jewish Person of the Week. Fantastic Jewish humor. The man created Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And paved the way for everyone wearing New Balances and made it cool
Right.
because of him wearing all the New Balances. And you wanted to wear New
That's not
Balances.
the reason why he's on the Mount Rushmore. And that's not the reason
It's
why
part of the
that's not
reason.
the reason why he's the Jew of the Week, him wearing the New Balance. Like
It's
that's
just New Balances were so uncool, and then he put those puppies on, and it was like everyone wanted New Balance shoes.
so
after
that's
that.
how
It's
you're
it's
gonna-
part of it. It's all encompassing. I
Dude,
feel like
you know what? Maybe next time I'll do the Jewish Person of the Week. I'll do that by myself.
Okay, well, I'd like to be a part of it.
Because you're talking about, oh yeah, he wrote Seinfeld, he created Seinfeld, he did Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Yeah.
and he made New Balances cool. That's what you
I
got.
don't think that's such. I think it's. I don't think that's so terrible. I mean, what were you going to say as a third?
I was gonna go on a whole thing, but you just like,
Okay, yeah,
okay, yeah, that's it. That's it.
yeah.
That's all you got.
For Larry David,
Yeah,
or on my Mount Rushmore.
I'm gonna move on.
I'd love for you to move on.
Because we got sidetracked with the whole thing. But Larry David, oh man.
Yeah,
I mean, talk about bring a fucking smile to the world.
and he was my neighbor at one point. I don't know if I told you that.
Tell stories. Do tell.
It wasn't like, it's not like a crazy story, but we were moving into a house. My family was moving into a house out in LA, and he was maybe two houses down, and and my parents were building this house for a couple of years, and he knocked on the door. He knocked on our door when we moved in, and my mom answered it, and she was like, "Oh my God, like Larry David." And he was like, "Hi, I swear to God, he was like, "Hi, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Larry. Do you have any kids?" And she was like, "Yeah, we have 4 children." And he was like, "Okay, like, are they loud?" He wanted to know how many kids my parents had, just judging like the noise level of the neighborhood, and that was it. And that was the only time they ever saw him.
And that was the end of the
That was
conversation.
it.
And
I think that was
did he
it.
know that you were one of the kids?
No.
Because
He probably would have moved the fuck out if
left.
he would have been
either
gone.
or bought your house and
He would have been
to
gone.
get you off the block.
100%. But he did have that Prius, that famous Prius parked in that driveway every day. And it was incredible to see.
Larry David.
Yeah.
Beast.
Absolutely.
A fucking comedic
Jewish icon.
monster. One of a kind.
He should be in the fucking Torah. Put him in there.
100%. They should revamp the Torah with some of the great
They should.
Jews. They should with
Put the Hanukkah song in there. Get Adam Sandler's song. We're like in temple singing along at service. That would be fantastic.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast Jewish Person of the Week. What else is going on? Actor Tom Holland.
Great
Isn't he
actor.
Superman?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Tom Holland. He's in a show.
The Crowded Room. Isn't it called The Crowded Room?
The Crowded Room.
He needs to like take a break from acting for a year.
Because
It was taxing on his mental health, I think. He needs a break.
Right.
He's got long hair, and apparently the show isn't very good. That sucks when you commit so much energy and it's like not well reviewed.
But apparently in this show, I didn't see the show yet.
I
I'm
haven't seen it.
behind, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, single. This trip to Los Angeles, I am staying in the West Hollywood area. And the other day I woke up early and I was walking and inadvertently walked past Tom Tom.
Right. That's cool.
Tom Tom, the restaurant that Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz had named after them. Vanderpump Rules, I'd say around season 6, it was starting to be discussed. Season 7, I believe they opened the restaurant. Of course, now they have Schwartz and Sandy's. And I was so excited to be in front of Tom Tom.
Mm-hmm.
The only other movie, television, location experience that I could honestly compare it to was when I was at the Rocky Steps. Going to Tom Tom in West Hollywood right now, because I am still halfway through rewatching all of Vanderpump Rules, standing in front of Tom Tom at 7:30 in the morning was just me. And I'm thinking about all the great moments, all the comedy, all the laughing, and Sir, of course, is closed. That's right there. But standing in front of Tom Tom, my heart, it fluttered.
I could see it in your, because there's a photo of you outside of there too, and I could see it in your smile. I mean, you are just elated to be there.
Elated.
And are people coming over to you because you're Mr. Bravo and they know, like, are you getting recognized there?
It was 7:45 in the morning.
Right.
It was 7:45 in the morning. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
I'm
know.
going back. Yeah, I'm going back.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go have dinner at Tom Tom?
I'd be so down for that if you want to go while you're out here. I don't know why you're out here, but I'd love to go while you're out here.
We should make that happen.
Let's do it.
I don't drink, but I'd go in there and have a drink.
Let's do it. We'll get a little martini or something.
That would be sick.
But Tom Holland,
apparently there's a gay sex scene with him and another man. Of course, it's fake. It's acting.
right?
There's a whole controversy.
Controversy.
That's what I said.
You said controversy. It's not like a Hershey's kiss. It's like
Controversy.
Controversy.
There's a whole
controversy.
Whole controversy.
I'll let you say it the way that you say it. It's your show, so
You make it sound like I'm saying it
you
wrong.
sound dumb, but like you're coming across as stupid, obviously. But
No, I'm not.
no, no. When you say not like in general, just when you say that word, I mean, I like.
What?
No, I just like a little cringe inside. Oh, maybe you shouldn't say it like that. And I'm telling you how to say it, but you keep saying it your way. So I'm just going to let you say it your way.
Nonetheless,
what's the controversy?
the controversy is that why are they letting another cis man play a gay character?
Because he's an actor. He's an actor. If he wants to play a mouse, he could play a mouse. And that's what acting is, right? I don't understand.
Not on Twitter. Fuck.
What? I mean,
for social media, you're rude. Do you understand what you're doing with your bullshit crying, with your bullshit whining about the most mundane, stupid shit? Tom Holland could play a mouse. He could play a cat. He could play a cat that thinks he's a mouse. He could play a mouse that identifies as a cat.
He played fucking Spider-Man. I mean, he.
Well, why don't you get a real spider to be playing Spider-Man? You didn't complain when he was in Spider-Man. Why don't we get the real Spider-Man to play in Spider-Man?
I didn't hear any of that. I didn't even know that was. I just had seen their very graphic scenes, apparently.
Did you watch it?
I saw some clips on Twitter. I didn't see the show, but I've seen some clips on Twitter, and he commits. And then they're like, how does Zendaya feel about this? And
who cares? Zendaya doesn't give a shit. Didn't she play like some kind of superhero? She's in Black Panther.
She's in
Dune, whatever the fuck.
She's in Dune.
Is Dune like a...
It's a big movie.
Marvel movie?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong.
Yes.
I love that.
And that Wonka, I'm going to say it right now, that new Wonka movie looks so terrible to me. I'm going to call it right here, right now, that I think that movie is going to bomb.
What about Barbie?
I'm going to see that this weekend. I'm going to see Oppenheimer this weekend, too. I got tickets to see Oppenheimer.
We need review on Barbie and Oppenheimer. Full review.
Yeah. I'll show up for Chris Nolan. I mean, you could barely get a ticket out here. It's like completely sold out in LA.
Well, we're looking forward to your reviews of Barbie. We're looking forward to your reviews of Oppenheimer. And Tom Holland, you want to play a sneaker? Play a sneaker. Any other actors? Do not be concerned with what 65, 70 dummies on Twitter. We got enough problems. We have enough problems to deal with. We're on strike. Do not let these dingbats on social media stop you from doing what the fuck you want to do and the opportunities you get. Two shot. Done.
Can I recommend a doc on the way out for you to watch?
Go ahead.
You should check out Arnold on Netflix.
Watched episode 1 last night.
Pretty fantastic.
Awesome.
And part 2 is all about his acting career. It's really...
Oh, I worked with him. Did they?
Yeah, the 6 Day... That's funny because they didn't include that movie. It seemed like they included everything. They included fucking Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
They included Kindergarten Cop, which is great, but Jingle All the Way was like a questionable.
I didn't
see the 6 Day on there. For some reason, they didn't pop that in there. I don't know why.
I did with him?
Yeah, and I love the movie that you did with him.
You finished the whole doc?
I loved it. Yeah, I finished the whole doc. Part 1, 2, and 3. 6 Day wasn't in any of them. In none of the parts. Terminator, Jingle All the Way, Kindergarten Cop, Conan, obviously.
But they didn't mention the film I did with him.
And he didn't say anything about you either in the doc. So, I mean, apparently...
Did you see the whole thing? Because maybe there was a part you missed.
I saw all of it from start to end. I actually watched it twice. Yeah, I thought it was so good. I didn't see any of it. They didn't... Not one flash of your face in there. But like they say, you win some and you lose some. And with you, a lot of the time, you're losing. The Emmys.
I didn't get the Emmy nomination.
That's what I'm saying.
So I didn't lose. You can't lose.
You weren't even a thought, I guess. Since you win some, you lose some, then you're not even in the conversation. But that's okay. Well, I'm happy to have been here, man.
Came, saw, conquered. Came, saw, conquered.
Disrupted.
Came, saw, disrupted. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers. Take us out of here with something real nice. Take us out of here with something real loud. But most importantly, take me out of here with something real funky. I'm Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm out. Hold on, Denisha. Yes, have no fear. Brand new banging I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here, coming live and direct from hot, steamy Los Angeles, California. On today's brand new banging museum quality I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, I hit the strike lines. I hit the line. SAG is on strike. I break that down with the young shooter. We have a fantastic, hard-hitting, very diverse I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming up right now. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Dust Brothers, a.k.a. the Bliggity Bleach Brothers. Start this puppy off with something real nice, yes. Start this puppy off with something real loud, yes. But most importantly, start this puppy off with something real funky. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming at you. 3, 2, 1, now.
It's good. Oh, I have me fucking crying. Something about this room that really gets me. Yeah.